Hello, welcome to Kiddie Pal Day with Shai. Say hey. Got a basket of food. With some fake fries. So we got some Wendy's today. I like their pecan salad like I do the apple pecan salad. Absolutely, I went to East Main when I could have went around the corner. I forgot we had one that was around the corner, and I would have been on time. I was 9 minutes late. Sorry about that. The only time I'm late is if I got to pay a bill, and my front desk don't open up until 9:30. And happily, they paid us a day early, so we were able to pay in the mornings because sometimes our checks come like late after 3 p.m. So still be on the same day, but at least I was able to pay early. I was trying to pay before 11, but anyway, so when I get paid early, then everybody else can get their money. So it's just whatever they decide to do. So, but y'all know that I'm gonna be consistent, and I always keep it real and not try to beat anybody out or take advantage of anybody that support me. So I'm very much dedicated on that part because I don't want nobody playing with my money or taking advantage of me. So with that being said, I had to get on a 10:30 bus, and then I had to stop and get her some food. But like I said, I think bus 14 route, it is kind of quicker here. I usually do doing gate 8, but I mean gate 23 is not bad to get on 14. That's kind of close. I mean, it takes me right here, so I know now that I'll just, like, whenever I want to stop and have Wendy's, just do the one right around the corner, and that'll be cool for us. So I usually get her chicken nuggets as she likes. She loves the chicken nuggets. So yeah, I like the chicken nuggets. So yeah, I'm gonna eat us a salad. And also, she forgot the barbecue sauce. I remember asking her about barbecue sauce, and then she tried to say, oh, well, we have to charge you for an extra one. I happily didn't have time to kind of really thoroughly go inside of the bag. They're just terrible at that location and many other ones. When I went in the bag, I couldn't go all the way deep in it because, again, I was trying to make it on that 11:30 bus, so I wouldn't be too far behind. But she didn't even put a barbecue sauce in there for her to have her nuggets, so it was none up in the bag. So it was like, dang, you should have just gave it to me when I asked you. Like, that's part of listening to your customers. And I wouldn't have to. Now my baby, she don't have a barbecue sauce and no ketchup. I don't have any barbecue sauce and ketchup. I know she loves dipping it. She loves her barbecue sauce, so I apologize for that, Shia. Just bad customer service. You want me to take them out, or you want to leave it? Oh, you want some of my salad? All right. Some of my salad. Oh, that is a straw. That's a straw. So next time, learn to listen to your customers. Let it be a lesson learned. Listen to your customers. And she just should have never even tried to worry about trying to charge me, or just worried about me in general showing up. I guess they upset. Like, just because I don't work nowhere doesn't mean I'm not going to, like, managers need to understand they don't own businesses, okay? Just because it doesn't work out with employees, or employees don't work out, that doesn't mean we're not going to shop, or we're not going to still eat there, or we're not going to still be involved, like, in supplying society. Like, people got to learn how to, like, not take business so personal and think that everything revolves around their feelings and emotions. To me, it's not about emotions. It's about, I like a certain product, and that's what I wanted to come there to get. Is I like the salads, and that's what I like to eat. So, but like I said, she should just listen and gave me the barbecue sauce. So now that we see it discovered, that it was not one in the bag at all. So I was right about asking for it. My mind just told me to. Usually my first mind is right about everything. Also, y'all gotta learn how not to be materialistic. That's why a lot of people are dying, because they're so attached with the material world. Like, whatever you put your heart in, or you allow in your heart, can affect you. So again, this is why I have the wisdom. That's why I be detached sometimes, and people think I'm emotionally, or I don't have no heart, or I'm just being a certain way. No, it's a reason why I discern people for who they is. And a lot of times those males I discern was going to be men that would lead me right after I build them up. Like, I could see the spirit in people. So that's another reason why I didn't build previous males up, because they looked like they were going to be the type to, like, lead me one stay. Because if I'm already sensing you're materialistic and you're always worried about what I'm doing, what I'm making, or you like coming off like to not really want to know who I am, then I'm not going to want to further the relationship. So many times I couldn't do that because I was like, no, they like already showing signs that the little stuff I'm doing right now, and they're not, you know what I'm saying, being too mature. I said, so they'll do the same thing if I was to get more or something like this. So I was like, nah. So a lot of times I had to end like relationships that were trying to defile me. And like I said, it keeps proving me right. Look what's going on with the women now. I seen them signs. Everybody gets signs, baby. I don't care what nobody say. You get signs to know when somebody like is only there for selfish. They're only there that, like, even with my husband, he know I see who he is, the good and the bad. At least he know that. Like, I'm not dumb. I'm gonna see him for who he is, like what he do. It don't make it right, but it just shows that like I have the ability to see. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. So that part, like, what you get is what you see of both of us, honestly. But yeah, so I hate that it happened. But like I said, that's a lot of times why I couldn't forward a lot of relationships with some of those brothers, because like they just too materialistic and idol worshipers. And I'm not with all of that. Like, I just feel like my spirit, my temple gonna let me know, my body gonna let me know if something's off or something is around me that's not good for me. And I'm gonna take heed to my God sense and be like, you know what, this is not what God wants for my life. And so I just paid attention to God's signs and knew like what was for me or not. And I was willing to bear it along or just be along or whatever I had to wait, or how much longer I did to find it, instead of rushing into it or selling it just because I like how a man look or how he, you know, stuff like that. So I have passed the test of my temptations, and anything that man could possibly have given me, I've passed those tests of temptation and all the things they'll try to lead you off into because they feel like they that brother, that they that one. So I think I've done well as to passing my tests on that accord, because there is going to always be probably somebody better than your spouse at something, or maybe have a little more than your spouse or your current partner. But that's, like I said, is when loyalty comes in. It's not a convenience. It's something of a way of life, and it's a principle. It's an added value that people have, and it can't be bought. It really truly can't. So you kind of cut from it or you're not. So like I said, with them being so caught in material world and caring how people view them, how they looking, how they seeing, so that's what get people like feeling like, oh, in those moments when things are getting taken away from me, like, look, I've been persecuted, I've been things taken away, I've been homeless, I've been abused, I've been abandonment, but you not still see me here today with my strength and have not done those things of killing myself or killing people or getting upset. Now, it's understandable, don't get me wrong, I've had emotions about it, and it is something a lot, but like she said, I'm the only one that can balance the power of good and evil, the light and the darkness. And I've been balancing pretty well. I haven't committed nothing yet. So I think I'm doing pretty good balancing it. But it is a lot of wrath. It is a lot of things built up. But unfortunately, I have a protection from all of that because I have a really pure heart. So my God don't let me go too far in that. And I always remember that in due time, I'll be referenced and justice will serve. Just as long as I can just, like I said, endure and keep a hold who I am and don't let it affect me, I'll live to see my enemies fall. And that what greater, better judgment is that? Or justice is that? So I'm okay with it. I just don't like how it has affected us as a whole collective in the land, you know. Thank you. It's pretty good.
It's Shai.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So try not to get attached to the things of the world because they come and they go. And that's the reason why I live a rental's life, because I learned the hard way. When I used to own stuff, those things left. Things come and they go. The one thing remains is our character and who we are to be able to get those things back, or at least get ourselves in a place where we can be like, okay, this is what I learned from this lesson. Let me take it. Let me do something differently. I don't make the same mistakes twice. So all I'm saying is that at some point, you can't expect for a perfect life or easy life. There will be struggles, adversity, and things. And if you're just not strong enough to wade through those things, I don't know what to tell you, because it's going to come. We're living in, like I said, a man world with different things and a lot of views, a lot of points, a lot of people's minds. I to be able to navigate through these things. So I'm about business first, though. Pleasure is at the bottom of the list, you know. But yeah, so I think that's something to say, like, you gotta live a rental's life. Like, I own nothing, I lose nothing type of mentality. I own nothing, I lose nothing. So everything's life is temporary. You know what I'm saying? You can't really, all you can do is just leave your kids money. That would be the best thing you can do, because leaving them assets, homes, anything else, so things can be sold, transferred, killed for, a lot of things. But what don't change is what they can do with the currency or whatever, the money supply. They can always go do what they want to do with that. Mm-hmm. 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 Alright, so we're gonna finish eating our lunch. You wanna eat your salad? Yes. I got chicken right here. Chicken. Yummy, yummy. In my tummy, tummy. And we're gonna redo the book of Stardust as I redo some of the videos for our new Kiddie Pal channel, perfecting it, getting a lot better. Will be deleted some off the other channel. Just trying to like create a new wave, being a lot more mindful and cautious, and just trying to work on more things, which nobody has to tell me that. People will give me time. I know how to do that for myself, correct my errors, or, you know, critique myself, or bring a little bit more clarity. You know, sometimes when you first say stuff, it can come out all bundled and emotional and a lot of things back and forth. But as you get more better at speaking, which is something like we're getting back used to from being silent so long, so we have to be patient ourselves, bringing the information in stuff. So. Yeah, frosting. And we got Captain Cold Snap stickers. I guess we'll put that on one of our worksheets today. Alright, so we're gonna finish our lunch and then we'll have the next segment.